when Invincible faces off with Angstrom Levy, a genius villain with teleportation abilities. He obliterates him to literal pieces, leaving the scene showered in his blood. Angstrom is left barely hanging onto his life, with a smashed face and close to no blood left in him. But before he breathes his last, Levy teleports himself to another dimension where technicians were waiting to fix him up, in the eventuality that he got torn to pieces by Invincible. Months later, Angstrom Levy plots his revenge to destroy Invincible's image and the world while he's at it. Levy rallies different variants of Invincible from different dimensions, promising them power over other dimensions once they help him take down Earth. Their mission is simple.
Destroy everything in your path! Make them see Invincible! Make them fear!
The variants make it to Earth and start leaving havoc in their path. Meanwhile, as Mark is hanging out at Eve's place, totally oblivious to what's happening around
Invincible
the globe,
Inc.
Eve gets alerted about multiple threats happening in different locations around the globe, and they claim they're all invincible attacks, destroying everything, civilians and heroes alike. The variants take on different parts around the globe, overpowering the defenders there while laying waste to cities. Mark races to the help. His first encounter is with the variant wrecking the prison holding superhuman criminals. Invincible explodes towards the variant as he taunts him to reveal who sent them. The variant attacks Mark, and Invincible does not hold back. They tear each other to shreds as Mark continues to ask where the variants come from. When the variant refuses to talk, Mark gets raged up and blasts his head with literal groundbreaking force. Back at the Pentagon, the Invincible variant that manages to penetrate through meets an army of the Reanimen who pound him to pulp. Watching the carnage unfold, Cecil realizes they're outmatched. He tells Donald to make an emergency call to recruit every superhero from the dimensions they have access to help out with the Invincible invasion, but even that was not enough. They put on a decent fight, however, most of the heroes are defeated without a sweat by the variants. As Mark and Eve surveil the city, they spot a variant single-handedly laying waste to our heroes and intervene. The fight is intense, but manageable, until another variant arrives. This one wears an Omni-Man-inspired suit. The variants overwhelm Mark, attacking in brutal synchronization, delivering bone-shattering blows. But Mark holds his ground, for now at least. As they fight, Eve tries to help, but Mark tells her to stand down. One of the variants turns the focus to Eve and does not hold back. He holds Eve by the leg, crushing it to pieces, slams her into the ground, leaving her barely clinging to life. As Invincible races to check on Eve, Cecil portals in with Reanimen reinforcements that keep the variants busy. So, where are the Guardians of the Globe in all this? Back at the Guardians headquarters, the story isn't any different. A cocky, Invincible variant is tearing through the team alone. One by one, they fall. Immortal and Rex are the last men standing, but that does not last for long. When Immortal retaliates and attacks the variant, he delivers a fair amount of attacks before his head is literally torn off and thrown to duplicate. Meanwhile, Rex counters. He tries to hold him off, but the variant is too strong for him, and Rex is already injured, so he's not exactly giving it his all. In an attempt to bring down the variant, Rex reaches into his own body via an open wound and charges his skeleton. The explosion is so massive that it instantly obliterates the Viltrumite, but Rex is also no more. The Viltrumite variants of Invincible have laid havoc on Earth, causing despicable destruction, leaving heroes dead, broken, and cities on fire, and they're not done yet. Or at least they have not been instructed to stop by Angstrom Levy.